Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keisha with Country Garden Oasis. I garden here in Connecticut, which is a Zone 6B. Officially, I'm going to say Happy New Year, even though it is almost the end of February, because this is my first video on YouTube this year. And I just want to say it's just been such an amazing garden season from 2023. Coming into 2024, I have so many plans, so many things to share with everyone. And I'm so excited because I think gardening has changed my life, and I know it has impacted and changed a lot of lives. So I want to get into today's video because a lot of people think when they see a pretty garden, it's perfection. I'm big on, I'm just going to show it to you the way it is. So why not start my first video with a mistake? So oftentimes we all get excited in the fall and go, oh, I'm going to plant all these tulips. I was one of them. So last fall, if you saw my video, my Instagram or my YouTube short, where I planted all my, probably about 100 plus tulips in pots. And I did 1,600 in my raised beds. Well, the plan was I was going to plant the rest of them in the bed right here next to the deck. I forgot them in the garage. So when I say a mistake, people are so hard on themselves, like, oh my God, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that. So these tulips that are back here have been sitting in my garage since November. Tulips are kind because tulips like a chill period, especially if you live in a cold climate like I do. So I did an experiment last year. I took some tulips, I put them in my refrigerator out there that has no fruits in it, which will be my next video for you guys. And I put them in there to chill because I wanted to force them so that I can have them in the greenhouse, in the house when spring comes. So these ones I forgot about, real mistake. So I'm going to plant these up in 2 of my self-watering planters that are just sitting out here outside. And then let's see what happens. So I will have a follow-up video for you guys showing you that it's okay. So go plant your tulip bulbs if you forgot about them. It's okay. All right, let's get started. Let me show you what you're gonna need before I start pouring the soil into the pots. Obviously, you're gonna need your tulip bulbs, but what I wanna show you is why I say the tulips are so forgiving. These bulbs, they're solid. We're sitting in the garage. You see that little light of life? So the stalks are starting to come up. I'm not gonna bury them too deep in the soil. I'm just gonna cover them because it's getting warmer. It's in the 40s. The forecast says that we're gonna have temperatures in the 50s for the next week and a half. So I'm gonna capitalize on that. The next thing I'm gonna use, in the fall, I use bulb tone, but I use all of it. But you can use biotone. I'm just gonna spread some on the bottom, simple. Soil, biotone, tulips, water it in, and I'm gonna leave them out here actually. I'm not even gonna bring them anywhere special. I'm gonna leave them right here where I plant them, and then I'll move the pots once the tulips start coming up and we start getting some color. I'll move them to the front steps. Okay, let's. I had the gloves in my pocket the whole time, saying, oh, I'm gonna put them on once I start putting the soil in, and I forgot. See? Mistakes happen and it's okay. Pretty much a bag is not bad. I put the soil at about 4 inches below in the planters. My thought process is, since they've already gotten their cold treatment and they're starting to bud up, I'm not gonna plant them too deep. I'm not gonna go all the way to 6 inches. Now remember, this is a fail and an experiment. So we're gonna see what happens. So these ones are leftovers from my Gemini 2 blends that are by the mailbox. And this one's Cakewalk. So if I'm looking at this, I'm gonna use Cakewalk because there's so much more in this. All right, I'm gonna bring the thing closer so you can see how I do it. I'm just gonna take a handful of biotone and sprinkle it in here. I'm gonna put the tulips in. I'm gonna pour them in. Oh, we got a few rotten ones. If you see a tulip that looks like this, throw it out. It's not gonna give you. Pointed all the tulips up. The flat part goes to the bottom. The pointy side goes up. That's a standard way to plant them. And that's it. And I'm gonna add some more soil. I'm gonna cover it up right now. These ones left, I'm gonna put them in another pot somewhere. All right, so I'm gonna water them in. Now that I've finished planting these, I'm just gonna water them in. It's still cold, so I'm not gonna pull the hose from my frost free. So I went and got my little 2-gallon watering can. I'm just gonna generously water them in. Simple. So remember, if you left those tulips in the garage, don't be afraid, just plant them. We'll see what happens. I will have a follow-up video. So if anybody left their tulips in the garage or you're concerned or you've done this before, please put something in the comment so I can see how it worked out for you and others can see, because we're all here learning. Thank you guys for joining. Until next time, have a great day. Enjoy gardening. Bye.